What's going on, guys? I got a great video for you guys because an unbelievable thing happened. One of my friends, Manny, you probably seen him in a previous video. He actually used to own the BMW K1600B. And we did a ride video. I don't know if you guys remember, into Hoboken, and we got some cheesesteaks and stuff like that. Beautiful bike. Our buddy Glenn has the same bike, K1600B, and it's an absolutely amazing motorcycle. But a few weeks ago, he actually called me and told me and sent me some photos. He actually sold it and bought a Harley Davidson. So we're gonna see what it is today, and I wanna kind of dive into, a little deep dive into asking him, why would he get rid of that BMW K1600B, which is an absolutely amazing bike, super fast, 160 horsepower, full of technology, just an all-around absolutely amazing touring motorcycle. Why he got rid of that and went to a Harley Davidson. So we're gonna ask him. He's gonna be here in a few minutes. We're gonna take a nice ride. So stick around and let's see what Manny was thinking behind his decision. All right, Manny should be arriving here any moment. Just wanted to tell you guys, we got another pretty awesome giveaway. All you gotta do is head on over to my website, www.cycle-fanatix.com. Buy one sticker. One sticker will get you one entry. And what we are giving away on April 29th at my meet and greet at Bergen County Harley Davidson is right here. We have a certificate for one Saddleman seat of your choice. We have a holster by Tale of Knives. We have a knife from Holtzman, excellent knife, awesome, comes with the sheath, fire starter, and we just added something to the giveaway, a brand new Air Moto air pump. So we got 4 items. Head on over to the website and get yourself entered.
Got Manny over here on his new, actually leftover 2022 Road Glide Special. He had the BMW K1600B. There it is, and I'll show you guys later the bike, and we're gonna talk to him and kind of just pick his brain a little bit why he left BMW to come over to Harley. Because I think a lot of people think, you know, people leave Harley Davidson and go over to something else. But Manny did the opposite, so we are going to figure out why. You got bars coming or no?
I'll figure it out once I get the seat.
Right. Right. So he's got a few upgrades that he's already done to it, but he's not sure about like the seat. I think he'll go over that, but he's not sure about the bars. So he's gonna figure all that out once some of his parts start coming in. You know, it's not like me where this is my 3rd or 4th Road Glide and I kind of know what I like, kind of know what I want. He's also, Manny's pretty tall. I'm about 6'2", I think he's about 6'3", so, you know, obviously height has a different bearing on what kind of seat you're going to want, what kind of seat is going to be comfortable for you, what kind of bar setup is going to be comfortable for you. So it's going to take them some time to kind of dial in and figure all that out. We're going to stay off the highways, just take a nice twisty road way here up into northern New Jersey. This is called Skyline Drive. Also a beautiful area. Let me know in the comments, guys, who else came from a non-Harley Davidson motorcycle over to Harley Davidson. Let me know in the comments. Let me know also, what did you guys used to ride before you came over to Harley Davidson? I'm curious. Got the Indy Ridge gloves on. They are amazing with the Comanches. Use code Fanatix10. Head on over to www.indyridgeusa.com. Get yourself, man, I'll tell you, I keep telling you guys, the best riding boots and gloves out. Super comfortable, almost zero break-in period with the boots. They're just so comfortable. Yeah, so probably like, I don't know, 2 months ago, we took a ride up into Hoboken, me and Manny. He still had his Bmw K1600B. We rode around, got some awesome cheesesteaks, and, you know, we were just talking, and he was kind of mentioning, you know, possibly that he might think about buying a Harley Davidson. I really didn't even, you know, pay it no mind. I didn't think he was serious. And then, you know, he sends me a text message with a picture of the new bike, and I'm like, holy cow, you know, beautiful, congrats. I'm like, do you still have the BMW? And, you know, he replied, no, it's gone. So I was like, holy cow. You know, because that BMW K1600B is an amazing bike. If you guys have never seen one in person or ridden one, it's an absolute machine. You know, full of tech, full of power. It's just, you know, it really has everything. So, you know, I'm curious, when we stop up ahead, we'll grab a cup of coffee. I'm so curious to know why the change, you know, why come from a BMW over to the Harley Davidson. A little bit more north, up by the reservoir, by the dam, and we're going to pull over there. We'll go over Manny's thoughts on buying the, what color is that? Is that denim black? Denim black 2022 Road Glide Special. We'll go over everything he's done to the bike as well. I plugged that heated gear in. 5,023 miles. I don't know about you guys, but I like when it's like this in the 40s and 50s, I just love riding. I don't know what it is. I do like riding, obviously, when it's nice and warm out. I do not like riding when it's like 95 or above out. I actually hate it. I would rather it be in the 30s and ride than in the 95 degree range or above. It's just so uncomfortable to ride. Slap some nice warm gear on, your heated gear, some leathers, and you're ready to go. Bike runs crisp. I don't like the gloom, but probably fall time is my favorite time to ride. Man, and I tell you, whatever we did to the front forks, it is working perfectly. There is no leaks, and it really just boggles my mind what it was still. Like, what was it? A lot of people were saying it's possibly the fork tubes, the anodized coating on it just was too slippery or too smooth for it to make a good seal. But obviously that's not the case, because the forks are not leaking. They are perfect. Definitely like the 6-inch Clockworks windshield. The visibility is definitely a lot better. But I'll definitely be rocking the 11-inch on longer trips. I know it was kind of in the middle on the last video. Half of you guys like the 6-inch, half of you guys like the 11-inch. But for now, I think I'm just going to definitely leave it, because we are going to be heading into the warmer months. But if I go, like I said, on a long trip and I plan on putting a couple 100 miles on the bike, I'll definitely put the taller windshield on, because the wind after a while, after 800-900 miles in a day on the bike, the wind just beats the crap out of you. So you definitely wouldn't want to be with a 6-inch if you're going to be putting on some major miles. But like for the videos I'm doing now around town, or you know, close to home, this is perfect, especially when it's going to be 90-95 or above, and we get like 100% humidity here in northern New Jersey. It gets stifling hot and stifling humid, so that extra wind coming across over the bike and onto your body is definitely going to be a lot more comfortable, rather than not having the wind there. There's my boy right there. So where do we start, Manny? Where do we start?
In 2018.
So yeah, so like I said, if you guys watched the video from when we went to Hoboken, he was on his BMW K1600B, and weren't you saying you might switch? Yes. Remember that?
I did, yep.
You were saying you might, and I didn't believe it, but here we are, 2022 Road Glide Special in the black denim. So you switched, you went over to the dark side.
Literally.
You went over to Harley Davidson. So that's what I'm curious about. So what, why? Let's start off with why.
Okay, I got that question I get a lot. And the reason is because when I first started in 2018.
So yeah, so tell them the story. So you started riding 2018.
2018, I went for my motorcycle safety course with the MSF. Got the bug, just like everybody does at one point in time. And all my friends had Harley Davidsons. Everybody had Harleys. A few had Indians. And I was like, man, I don't know what to get. And 2018, BMW came out with the K1600B for bagger, and that was their entry into, you know, competing with an HD or Indian.
Right.
So I had already known about road glides, street glides, you know, road kings. I knew the bikes.
And all your friends had Harleys.
All of them had Harleys. I just wanted to have something different.
Gotcha.
That's the only reason why I went that route first.
Oh, no kidding.
So, and you know, I did ride them, you know, and I loved them. And I went up to Cross Country Power Sports, got on a K1600B.
Right.
My buddy's quote to this day was, "I saw you smile through your shield."
Oh.
On your way back from the test ride, and that was it. He goes, "I knew you weren't going for Harley. I knew you were going to take this bike home with you."
Wow.
And that's what happened. So I ended up with the K1600B 2018 January. Come June of 2018, I went on my solo ride to Nashville, Tennessee for the BMW National Rally.
Nice.
And the bike was great, and I loved it, just like any other bike.
So you had it 4 years, right? About?
A little over 4 years.
And how many miles on it? 20?
I had a little over 26,000.
26,000.
Yeah.
So you definitely did some good riding.
Yeah, long distance riding.
6,000-7,000 miles a year. That's definitely, that's a good amount of riding. Absolutely.
Yeah. Just like any other bike, though, you had to customize it. I'm 6'2". I had to get. I went through 3 or 4 different seats, a whole bunch of different windshields on the bike to get it, you know, customized for me.
Right.
It was at the point where I was like, well, I'm in my, you know, in my mid-50s.
Right.
And I can still ride. I'm in good shape. I don't know if you can go through life if you're going to be a biker, or say you're a biker without owning or riding a Harley. So I finally said, you know, let me at least experience owning a Harley.
Right.
And let me get one. I know I like the road glide better than the street glide. It's just from personal preference.
Right.
And that's what I did.
Wow.
That's it. That's the only reason why.
So, biggest question, do you have any regrets selling the BMW and getting this?
No, as of right now, no. This bike is the same thing. I'm still working on, I do have an extended reach seat coming. I have to go through some different windshields to get the buffeting and all that. Get the bike to me.
Yeah, because this is your first Harley, so you don't really know what works until you kind of go through the thingamarole with changing out parts and switching. And
and I mean, look what you've done to Mad Max and all these other bikes that are amazing Harleys out there. Now I got to find what suits for me. And everything on here has been gifted from friends. The Vance & Hines slip-ons from a friend.
So let's go over what did you do to the bike so far?
Really not much. A friend of mine gave me an LRS windshield. I took the stock off right away to put this on, but I do have a new windshield coming. This one really doesn't work for me that well.
Doesn't suit you, okay.
Changed out the lights. We put LED lights on with the smoke covers lens. I think that looks nice.
Nice.
Put some
foot pegs on it. Highway pegs.
Highway pegs. We got from Bad Boy Cycles. We got the bag protectors, match the chrome finish.
Nice.
And then my buddy Tommy gave me this rack to try on because I'm not sure if I want to go with the
tour pack,
or not, or something like this.
That's what I used to say. Oh, I'll never get a tour pack, and I got one.
Yeah, and I do like the way they look. I think it finishes the bike. I just don't know what I want yet.
Right, absolutely.
I put these on here. These are like carbon fiber.
These are
covers.
really nice. Who makes these?
To prevent the scuffing. This is also from Bad Boy Cycles.
Bad Boy Cycles.
No, I'm sorry.
Hogwarts?
No, not Hogwarts. Surefire. Surefire Design.
Okay.
They make a lot of these lid covers. These are from Hogwarts.
That's the same bag line as I got.
Yep. I like these a lot. I think it finishes nice. And that's pretty much
sweet. So stock seat still you got.
Still have a new seat
stock
coming.
Bars, nothing with the engine. Oh, you did get the Vance & Hines slip-ons.
Vance & Hines slip-ons gifted from a friend.
Nice.
And they do make the bike.
It's good to have friends with Harleys, right?
Let me tell you something. The BMW community does not have what Harley Davidson has. That's fact. Let's face it.
Right.
There's way more customization on a Harley than the BMW.
But then again, people could also come back at you and say, well, the BMW doesn't need anything. What do you say to that?
It will need something.
It will need something?
It will need something.
Really?
Because you can't, like the stock windshield on the K1600 was just crap. Listen, it comes out of the gate with heated grips, heated seat, which is nice. Right. This doesn't have that.
Right.
Eventually, I can always put that on.
Excellent suspension. The BMW has excellent braking. 160 horsepower.
160. You're telling me
I'm going on and on and on.
Listen.
That's why I'm really curious why he changed. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Harley. You guys know I love my Harley Davidsons, but the truth of the matter is the K1600B does come with a lot of stuff.
Right out of the crate.
Right out of the gate.
It's 160
for under 30 grand.
No, it's very right.
Yeah.
Like when you think about what you can get for a K1600, I think I paid little under like 22, 23 for it. Right. And that was with pretty much everything.
Right.
And the Harleys are way more expensive.
Right. Because I think a brand new, even today, 23 K1600B, 26, 27
Somewhere
grand.
around there,
That's cheaper than a Road Glide
100%.
Special out the door.
Yeah.
But to be honest, you're getting, as far as performance, stuff like that, you're getting a lot more. A lot more. But totally different bikes, obviously.
Totally different.
We understand that.
80 miles an hour on my bike, 80 miles an hour on your bike. I'm saying when I had the BMW, is the same 80 miles an hour. It feels a little different. Maybe it's less rumble. The BMW is a little bit more nimble, right? You can corner a little better, handle it better. But I've seen guys ride these bikes. I've been on the Tail of the Dragon probably 10 times, the Charles guy, all these back roads a lot. For only being riding for 4 years, I've been on a lot of roads. I've seen guys on Harleys, street glides, Electra full dressers, the limiteds
that do some amazing stuff too.
Take turns better than some of these guys on BMWs, so it's just a matter of your level of riding, and really what it comes down to is
absolutely it has a lot to do with rider skill. Absolutely.
100%. And whether it's an Indian, a Yamaha, a Harley, or a BMW, I think it just comes down to personal preference.
Right.
And I want to try different bikes.
Well, that's another thing we were talking about, is you're not kind of, I'm going to say the word closed-minded. You're open to new bikes. You're open. You're a motorcycle enthusiast, like myself, where you're not going to just stick with one brand. You wanted to try something, and you
you bought the special, and like you said before, you might go back to BMW in a couple, who knows?
When BMW came out with the R18 Transcontinental, I believe the name was, that Boxer side engine just wasn't working for me. I didn't like it. It was no room for the legs.
Right.
And I probably would have stayed with BMW if they came out with a V-twin bagger.
Okay.
But they didn't.
No.
So I wanted to try something different. The inline 6-cylinder.
Because then they would have had to reinvent the wheel with that R18.
Right. And the inline 6 on the 1600 is a great engine. It's canted forward for performance. You know, they do it right.
Right.
I just wanted to try something different.
Try something different. So no regrets. Zero.
Zero regrets.
Zero regrets.
Having fun with it.
That's what we like to hear. But when he did send me the text message, and I swear to God, I couldn't believe it. I actually was blaming myself. I'm like, what the hell did I do to this guy? He just sold his beautiful Bmw K1600B, and he bought a Harley Davidson. But obviously I'm super happy for you, brother. Super happy for you. And obviously, listen, the big thing about it is what a lot of people know, but the big thing is, I think, two things: the nostalgia and the community.
100%.
The Harley Davidson community, no one could argue that. It is the best community on the planet, hands down. Hands down. Even better than the sport bike community, the Harley Davidson community, with the rallies and the camaraderie and it's just
good word you said,
camaraderie.
The amount of people that reached out to me after I bought this, saying,
all of a sudden you got a lot of friends.
All of a sudden I had a lot of friends, but you know what? They're like the windshield from my buddy Danny, Tommy with the wrap, Danny with the pipes. I mean, you know, just everybody. It's just the community of Harley Davidson.
You come together.
Pretty incredible.
Right. And like, you know, if a lot of, like, the sport bike community, a lot of the other communities, they don't have these huge rallies like Sturgis and Daytona and all these amazing, Laconia, all these amazing rallies and events to go to where Harley Davidson does. And when you go to these rallies, you realize how great the community is, how tight everybody is, how much fun it is, camaraderie, friendship, the riding. And I think that's the main reason why you buy a Harley. You know what I'm saying? For that nostalgia, for the camaraderie, for the riding, you know, for the opportunities that you have riding a Harley Davidson. But let's see what you think. You just got it, right? Yep. We'll touch base back with you in a couple months or at the end of the riding season.
Couple months I'll have a new seat on.
Oh, right,
be, you know,
right.
Different.
Yeah, he's gonna start getting. What are you getting now? The seat? You're gonna get a seat, right?
The seat's coming from Bad Boy Cycles out in California, the Freedom seat.
And then after you have the seat, then you'll figure out on the bar setup.
I think I might like some, you know, higher bars for my reach.
Right.
We'll figure it out as we go. I had to do the same thing on the BMW. Like I said, I went through 3 seats.
Oh, wow.
Because the stock seat on the K1600, talk about out of the box, was awful.
Right.
You couldn't ride that thing long at all.
Right.
The windshield for me wasn't good. So, you know, there's things. Tires on the BMW, a big issue in the BMW community.
Gotcha.
Tires are huge.
Gotcha.
Like, people go through tires like crazy.
Gotcha.
So.
If you guys didn't know, Manny's also Desert Storm veteran. He's retired police, and he rides with the Blue Knights. So thank you for your service, brother.
Always,
thank you. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure. So we'll let you guys know at the end of the riding season what Danny thinks about his Road Glide special. I'll definitely keep you guys posted, but it's a beautiful bike and we're happy. Hope everybody down in the comments congratulate my boy Manny on purchasing the bike and welcome him to the Harley Davidson community.
Thanks, guys.